How are you doing, everyone? Hope you're well. Mr. Boulder here, and I'm back today to do a video on a thread that's had a bit of a resurgence in the vinyl community recently, and that's the 10 albums in your collection, the most expensive albums according to Discogs. I did do this video before this thread first came around when I hadn't been doing YouTube that long. Back then I went with the highest price. This time around I'm going by the medium price that these albums fetch. There's some stuff here that I was surprised to see. And some stuff that I was very much expecting to be in my top 10 because I'm very fortunate to have pressings of some of these albums. In my top 10 there was actually quite a few box sets, but I'm obviously going to be omitting them just to go with the single albums. So after the usual sip of coffee, we're going to get straight into 10 expensive albums in my collection according to Discogs. Up first is Def Leppard's Slang from 1996. This is an original pressing. I picked this up for £4. That's all it was. When I picked it up, there was a sticker on the front of the jacket saying there was a scratch on side A on track 4. And because it was only £4 and records from 96, original pressings are not easy to come by, I thought I'll grab it anyway. Bought it home, played it. Absolutely fine. There's no scratch on it at all. So I got this for just £4. Don't get me wrong, this isn't a great album, but it's good to have these rare sort of press-ins from the mid-90s in your collection. So Def Leppard Slang is number 10, and the median price that this record sells for is £112, and the maximum price that it fetches is £153. I got this for £4. So we go, that's number 10, Def Leppard Slang from 1996. Not a great Def Leppard album, but it's got some decent stuff on it. Number 9 is The Darkness, and this is Hot Cakes, the album that they made once they reunited, once Justin Hawkins got his addictions under control. I was surprised to see this here. I really enjoyed this album. Came out in 2012. There's a gatefold there, the guys. I really enjoyed this one. These guys are, of course, most famous for their debut album, Permission to Land, but I really enjoy this record. There it is on gold cream vinyl. Yeah, it's great stuff. It's one of those albums that, for me, has got no bad songs on it whatsoever. Just superb stuff. Straight up hard rock. You know what to expect from The Darkness if you're familiar with these guys. Great tunes on this, like Nothing's Gonna Stop Us, Keep Me Hanging On, Living Each Day Blind, Everybody Have a Good Time. Forbidden Love, could do without their cover of Radiohead's Street Spirit, but it's still okay. That's number 9, The Darkness, Hot Cakes from 2012, and the median price that this sells for on Discogs is £116. And the most it's ever sold for is £197, and I got this for about £20. So that's number 9, The Darkness, Hot Cakes from 2012. Up next, here's Nirvana and Bleach from 1989. Nirvana's debut album, of course. This is out on Waterfront Records. It's an Australian pressing. So Nirvana's debut, great stuff. Listened to it quite a bit recently and forgot how good it is. There's a couple of tracks on this on Negative Creep, which really are bordering on metal. There we are, blue vinyl, Waterfront Records. Great tracks on this, like School. Absolutely love that tune. Very simplistic riff, but great tune. About a Girl, that's probably the most famous song on this album. Like I say, Negative Creep's great. Mr. Moustache, Scoff, stuff like that. So this cost me £25 at Nirvana's Bleach. And the medium this is sold for on Discogs is £133. The maximum it's sold for is a crazy £474, and I paid £25 for this. So that's number 8, Nirvana's Bleach from 1989. Number 7, I was surprised to see this one here, I have to say. And it's one of my favourite bands. It's Allison Chains. This is the Jar of Flies. And the Sap, the acoustic EPs they released in, I think it was 1994. Gatefold there. Printed inners. It's just the standard black vinyl. I won't bother showing the other one because it's pretty much exactly the same. So I was surprised to see this in here, because if this was an original press, I could understand it fetching a lot of money. But this is just a Music on Vinyl reissue from 2010. Excellent stuff like Nutshell on here. I Stay Away, No Excuses. Brilliant tunes. The medium price that it sells for on Discogs is £130, and the maximum this is sold for is 212 quid. And I bought this for about £20. So that's number 7, Allison Chains, the Jar of Flies and Sap EPs. Was surprised to see that in there, I must say. Not surprised that this one was here, actually, because this is one of those albums I'm very lucky to have. This comes in at number 6. From 1992, and here's Lynch M with their self-titled album. Excellent album. Brilliant stuff. This one came too late to the hard rock party. Back in 92, as you all know, grunge and alternative was king. So a lot of these albums, really good albums, sunk without trace. There's Yinna there. Yinna's not in the best condition. On Elektra Records, just good old black vinyl. So yeah, I wasn't surprised to see this on the list, because this is not an easy album to find. I was very lucky when I found this. It's excellent old school hard rock. Great tunes on this. There's a decent cover of Queen's Tie Your Mother Down. I'm having trouble getting that back in the sleeve, so I'll do it once I've finished. But great tunes on this, like Jungle of Love, Tangled in the Web's a great song. No Good, Cold is the Heart, I Want It, When Darkness Calls, The Secret. Excellent hard rock from Lynch M here. Their second album, self-titled, from 92. Number 6, wasn't surprised to see this in here at all. The medium price this fetches on Discogs is £136. The maximum price it's sold for is £237, and I got this for about 9 quid. Absolute bargain. Number 5 now. Something a bit more extreme, and here's Celtic Frost, Morbid Tales from 1984. These guys need no introduction if you're into extreme metal. Definitely godfathers of extreme metal. Not an easy one to come by. There's the Inner. Not much to see. Classic band, of course. Black vinyl. There's the labels for you. An absolutely legendary band in extreme metal. I got introduced to these guys by one of my old bandmates and one of my old bands, Paul, who I go to Bloodstock with every year. He let me know about Celtic Frost. I knew about them anyway, but he definitely gave me a shove in the right direction to sort of check them out. Into the Crypto Rays, great tune. Visions of Mortality, Procreation of the Wicked, Return to the Eve, stuff like that. This original press, however, I don't have the poster that come with this, so I don't think this would fetch as much as it goes for on Discogs if you've got the poster. But on Discogs, the medium this sells for is £144, and the maximum it sells for is £297. So there's a Celtic Frost, Morbid Tales from 1984. That is number 5 on my list. Up next, wasn't surprised that this one was in the list, because this is not easy to come by. Switching back to a more hard rock glam sound. And here's Danger Screw It from 1991, their second full-length album. Really good stuff. Yeah, this is the only time I ever saw this when I picked it up. So it's good I grabbed it, because I've never seen it since. Just black vinyl on the old classic Epic label. So great tunes on this one, like Monkey Business, that was a single, great tune, great vocals from Ted Poley. Slip to the Big One, it's not big, it's not clever, but it's still a great tune. Beat the Bullet's a great track. Everybody Wants Some, great tune. Don't Blame It on Love, that's brilliant as well. Excellent sort of glam metal, hair metal, hard rock from Danger Screw It from 1991 is number 4. And the medium price this goes for in Discogs is £159. The maximum price it goes for is £255. And I paid about 8 quid for that. So another absolute bargain there. Danger Screw It from 1991. In the top 3 now. Wasn't surprised that this was here either. Vince Neil and Exposed from 1993. Really good album. For me, this is the last time Vince sounded really good on the vocals. There's the printed inner with the lyrics. Picture of the guys, Robbie Crane there, who is in Black Star Riders these days, was in Rat for years. Steve Stevens on the guitar, excellent guitar player. He's been Billy Idol's guitar player for pretty much his entire career. There we go, classic Warner Brothers label, just on black vinyl. Great tunes on this. Sister of Pain, You're Invited but Your Friend Can't Come. Look in Her Eyes, first track's really good as well. Fine Fine One I really like. Yeah, this is weird to think that Vince put this album out in 1993, because this is proper glam metal. And in 93, this kind of music was just dead in the water completely. But great album from Vince Neil from 1993. His debut, Exposed. Number 3 in my list. The medium price this goes for on Discogs, £176. The maximum price, £290. And I paid about £9 for that. Another absolute bargain there. Good album from Vince Neil there. Into the top 2. Here's a band you don't see get shown a lot in the VC. This is Kicks and Hotwire from 1991. One of those kind of glam hair bands, hard rock bands that don't really get talked about a lot, really, compared to lots of your Motley Crue and your Poisons and your Rat and all that. Here's the printed in with the lyrics on. Picture of the guys. Really good album. Again, this is one that when I saw it, I'm glad I grabbed it because I've never seen it since. Black vinyl, that classic Atlantic Records label. Yeah, Kick's a bit of an underrated band for me, and this is a really good album. Like I say, from 1991. Good songs on this. Like Hotwire, the title track's great. Girl Money's a great tune. Loveaholic, Tear Down the Walls, Bump the La La. That's side A, is all killer stuff. Rock and Roll Overdose. Same Jane, Heebie Jeebie Crush, really good album. Kicks' Hotwire from 1991 is number 2 in my list. The medium price this sells for on Discogs is £177. The maximum price this is sold for £382, and I paid about £10 for this. So another absolute bargain there. Kicks' Hotwire from 1991 is my number 2. And now on to my number 1, and I won't lie, I'm very surprised by this. This is one of my favourite bands, no doubt about it. And you've already seen him in this video. And here's Allison Chains again, the number 1 most expensive record in my collection according to Discogs. This is the MTV Unplugged. The reason I'm surprised this is here is that this isn't an original press. If it was an OG, I can imagine why it would be so sought after. But this is just a music on vinyl reissue from 2010. It's a 2 LP set in the single jacket. Love all those old MTV Unplugged from back in the day, and this one is absolutely superb. Just a 2 LP set, black vinyl with those Columbia labels. Fantastic stuff, loads of great tunes on this. Nutshell again, just such a brilliant song. Brothers a great tune, No Excuses, Sludge Factory, Down in a Hole, Angry Chair, Rooster. Got Me Wrong, Heaven Beside You Would, stuff like that. It's just an absolutely outstanding album. You know me, I'm not really fussed by live albums, but the MTV Unplugged ones from back in the day, I really do enjoy. And that's my number 1 most expensive record in my collection, according to Discogs, Allison Chains MTV Unplugged, which originally came out in 1996, I think. The medium price that this sold for on Discogs is £189. The maximum it's sold for is £255. And my wife got me this for my birthday, and she only paid about 20 quid for it. Great stuff, absolutely love it. And that's my top 10 most expensive records in my collection according to Discogs. Number 1, Allison Chains MTV Unplugged. Surprised this is number 1, I have to say, but there we are. That's what Discogs says, so that's what it is. Right guys, that is it for today's video. Thanks very much for watching. As always, as per usual, feel free to jump in the comment section and we can talk about the records that feature in this video. Always good chatting with you guys. I should be back soon. Might be a collection update I think next week. But I've got lots of videos planned. So as always, cheers, take care, and I'll see you later.